Ladies and gentlemen, the Stanley Cup Finals matchup is set. The Florida Panthers and the Edmonton Oilers will be squaring off in a rematch. Last year, the Panthers clinched their first Stanley Cup in franchise history after defeating the Oilers in 7 games. Can Edmonton flip the script this time around, or will Florida become the third team this century to repeat as Cup champs? This year's matchup, much like last year, has a lot at stake. For the Oilers, it's about Connor McDavid winning his first Stanley Cup. For Florida, history is on the line as they look to go back-to-back. Let's dive into the analytics. Starting off with the Florida Panthers, Captain Alexander Barkov leads their team in points this postseason with 17. Sam Bennett and Matthew Tkachuk are tied for second, each with 16 points. Sam Bennett also leads his team in goals scored with 10. Goaltender Sergei Bobrovsky is 12-5-0 with a .912 save percentage and a 2.11 goals against average, along with 3 shutouts. Florida also ranks third in the goals scored per game category, scoring 3.88 goals per game, while also allowing the least amount of goals per game with 2.29. The Panthers also boast the top penalty kill unit in the playoffs, killing off an impressive 87.9% of their opponents' power play opportunities. While there are a lot of positives with Florida, there's also a couple of negatives. Florida has recorded the most time spent in the penalty box thus far, with 279 penalty minutes. Florida's power play unit also ranks 6th, clicking at a 23.2% rate. Moving on to Edmonton, Connor McDavid leads his team in points scored with 26 points this postseason. Leon Draisaitl ranks second in points with 25, while also being tied with Corey Perry for most goals scored with 7. Defenseman Jake Wallman leads Edmonton in plus-minus with a +12 rating. Stuart Skinner has a shaky 6-4-0 record with a .904 save percentage and a 2.53 goals against average. Don't get too down though, Oilers fans. Skinner's been lights out since returning to the lineup after a short stint on the bench. The Edmonton Oilers as a team rank first in goals scored per game with 4.08. Edmonton also ranks fourth in goals against per game with 2.81. Their power play ranks 4th as well, cashing in on 30% of power play opportunities. Edmonton also has recorded the 7th most penalty minutes in the playoffs with 125, but no team is perfect when you boil everything down to its core. Here's what needs to go right if either team wants to win the Stanley Cup this year. If Florida wants to win this series, they'll need to keep playing their aggressive style of hockey that butts right up against the rulebook. Their third line of Lundell, Luosterainen, and Marchand also need to keep dominating, as their top 2 lines will match up against McDavid and Draisaitl. They'll also have to stay out of the box because Edmonton is a team that will make you pay for taking penalties. For Edmonton, it's similar to Florida's equation. The depth guys need to step up, and guys like Corey Perry and Evander Kane especially need to step up without Hyman in the lineup now. Stuart Skinner needs to keep playing as well as he has been, because if we get that first round Stuart Skinner, Edmonton might get swept. Now that we've covered all of that, let's get to my prediction. I'm picking the Florida Panthers to win the Stanley Cup Final in 6 games. To me, Florida feels like a team of destiny. Everyone picked against them in the Tampa series, myself included. They ended up winning that in 5 games. They went down 2-0 to Toronto, a team that is known for choking down the stretch. But you know what? They crawled their way back into that series in Game 3. Then they absolutely destroyed Toronto at home in Games 5 and 7 for a do-or-die matchup. They absolutely manhandled the Carolina Hurricanes, who made light work of the previous first-round seed Washington Capitals and the New Jersey Devils. I won't discount the Oilers are also fighting tooth and nail to earn their place this year, but to me, they just don't stack up as much with the Panthers. The Panthers seem fully bought into Paul Maurice's coaching style, while also adding the perfect player for their team, Brad Marchand. I expect his line to cause a lot of havoc for the Oilers, much like they have most of this postseason. If you watched this video and enjoyed it, leave a like and comment your prediction down below. If you enjoy this type of content, consider hitting the subscribe button as it helps grow my channel. If you know any Oilers or Panthers fans who also want some extra insight on this matchup, share it with them. Thank you all for watching, and I will see you in the next one.